Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and if my kids are watching this video, it's mom showing you what to do. And today I'm going to show you guys how to make a roasted chicken. A really easy, basic, roasted whole chicken. A lot of people are intimidated by this, but it's an easy, cheap way to cook chicken, and then you can turn it into other things later. So I'm just going to show you what to expect and how to get it defrosted and what it looks like. Okay, let's go. Okay, first, if you pull your chicken out of the freezer, it's going to be frozen. Okay, look at the label on the chicken and see how many pounds it is. This is important when you're defrosting, especially if you're going to use the microwave. Do not leave your chicken in the sink or out on the counter. It's not good to defrost that way. Put it in a bowl, set it in the fridge for a couple of days, and let it defrost like that. Or put it in a bowl, put it in the microwave, take the plastic off of it. You might have to run it under water or let it defrost for a minute or two before the plastic loosens up enough to pull the plastic off. But you want to take the plastic off the outside of the chicken and then put it in the microwave and set it to defrost depending on how much it weighs. So the chicken I'm doing today was a 4-pound chicken. So I set it to defrost for 4 pounds, which I think was around like 16 minutes. Every microwave is different, so just follow on the control panel how long it says to defrost it in the microwave if you're using the microwave. Okay, so this is what your chicken is going to look like when it comes out of the microwave, if you defrost it in the microwave. Do you see all that liquid in there? Okay, you don't want all that liquid. The other thing you don't want is inside the cavity of the bird, in here, will be the organs and the neck. Sometimes it's in a little bag, sometimes it's by itself. So here's the neck, and here is the lump of organs all together. I don't do much with this except make stock, so I personally will be putting this into my stock bag with other chicken bits in it to make stock with. But most likely you guys are not going to do anything with it. So you don't need to rinse this off in the sink. You're going to very carefully pour the liquid right down the drain and then wash your sink out afterwards when you're done, because you don't want to contaminate with chicken. Anything the chicken touches, wash with hot soap and water or antibacterial spray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my defrosted chicken out of here. I'm going to drip as much moisture off of it as I can, and then I'm going to put him in a baking dish. Okay? Okay, now that you have your chicken in the roaster, take a paper towel and blot off any excess moisture on the chicken. I use a paper towel, not a cloth, because this is going to go directly into the trash. Alright? So now it is blotted dry. Okay. Next, you're going to oil and season the bird. There are quite a few ways to do this, so I'm going to give you some options, all right? What I have in here is a couple tablespoons of melted butter, and that is what I am going to use today. You can also use olive oil. You can use vegetable oil. You can use coconut oil. You need some sort of a grease or something that is going to stick to the chicken. So for me today, I'm using butter, and I went ahead and melted it. Now to season it, you can do what you want. You can use basic, just salt and pepper, if you'd like to do that. You can do salt, pepper, and paprika. This is smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika. I love just salt, pepper, and paprika. That is a good flavor. You can also use poultry seasoning. is something for chicken, for turkey. You can use this. You can use adobo. This is great on poultry also. If you want to add some more spice to it, you can add a little bit of thyme in the mix. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to take and sprinkle some pepper in. And if you wanted to do this, I would say about a 1/4 teaspoon if you want to measure. Then I'm going to put a little bit of salt in. And once you do it a time or two, you'll figure out what you like. I'm going to put a little bit of smoked paprika in. A sprinkle of thyme. It's just like a pinch. You can put that in or not, whatever you want. And then I think today I'm going to use a little bit of poultry seasoning. So I'm just going to put a nice sprinkle of poultry seasoning in there. Okay? Now I'm just going to mix this up real well. Pull my chicken back over here. And I'm going to start coating my chicken with it. If you want to use your hands, you can do that. Before I get too far, I'm going to flip it over. To make sure I get all sides of it. Alright, and you're going to want to cook it breast side up. So you would think it would go like this, but that's his butt, this is its head, this is its back. So you actually want to flip it over the other way. Okay? So I'm going to do it like this. Put some more butter and seasoning. Make sure it gets in all the little cracks and crevices. If you want, you can put a lemon inside the cavity, inside the body of it, or you can put an orange, or you can put an apple if you want. Today, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to do it just like this. So now I have it all seasoned up, and my oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to cook it until my internal temperature is 165. You guys are going to get one of these in your stockings for Christmas. This is a meat thermometer, okay? And the internal temperature, you don't touch the bone, but you put it into the thickest part of the meat, and you check a couple of different places. I'll show you how to do it when it comes out, but probably at least an hour and a half right now it is going to cook. And I will include a little snapshot of how long meat needs to cook so that you can look at what temperature for how long, and I'll just include a little snapshot at the end of this if you need to look for temperatures. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and go pop it in the oven. Okay guys, here is the chicken fresh out of the oven. There's a little bit of drippings down there. You can always take a spoon and get them and drizzle them over, or you can take them and turn them into a gravy. I'm not going to show you how to do that tonight. I think it's a little much, just the chicken to begin with. But before we cut it and serve it, we need to check our temperature. And for that, we use a meat thermometer. Usually on the back of most meat thermometers, it'll give you the temperature of what each type of meat should be. And for poultry, it needs to be 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to turn it on, and I want to put it into some of the thickest parts of the meat, but I do not want to touch bone, and watch the temperature go up. So it seems to be in the 160s, 167, 170, 190 in some spots. So it is more than done. It just has to be 165, 172, 171. So I'm checking all over. And the other way of knowing it's done is that when you pierce it, you'll see liquid come running out and it's clear. So when it goes in and clear liquid comes out, that's another indication of it being done. So 170.9. So make sure you wash this before you put the tip back on and don't submerge this part. And I'm going to go ahead and slice a piece of this off and see what it looks like. Normally you would take this, put it on a cutting board, it would be easier and you're less likely to hurt yourself. But there we are, cooked all the way with crispy skin on the outside. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and are going to benefit from it, and I would love to see the very first chicken that you make. Enjoy!